Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is NXT. Live from Orlando, Florida at Full Sail University. It is time for the black and gold brand, and we are going to kick it off with white hot women's action. This is going to be personal.
Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California,
Mia Yim, of course, requested this match with Sasha Banks after Sasha Banks assaulted Mia Yim after her debut victory here on NXT. And quite simply, Mia Yim wants her pound of flesh here tonight. She wants her revenge. Can she get it by defeating the boss here tonight? And I reckon this will go a hell of a long way to deciding who challenges for that women's championship at Takeover. More on Takeover later tonight when we hear from Matt Riddle with his press conference revealing.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
As I was saying, Matt Riddle has a press conference later tonight. But I was drowned out a little bit by the boos here in Full Sail University. Sasha Banks is certainly not a popular member of this roster after her assault of Mia Yim and just her general attitude and demeanor. Sasha Banks certainly feels like she's turned a corner. She's arrived here in NXT. She certainly feels as though she deserves more than what she's been receiving since she arrived. But I'll tell you what, nothing isn't earned here on the black and gold brand as Sasha Banks readies herself for a war. Mia Yim, Sasha Banks kicking us off. We are underway. And these two women run straight at each other, and Mia Yim was looking for that boot, but Sasha Banks sidestepped it, got out of the way, and then Banks now is throwing those forearms hard into the face of Mia Yim. Yim now, Irish whip, Sasha Banks. Oh, that was an open palm strike right to the face, but Sasha Banks is going to fire back. And these two women, you can see there is absolutely no love lost here whatsoever. Unbelievable. The personal animosity is absolutely off the charts as Sasha Banks, look out! The double knees right into the midsection of Mia Yim. Sasha Banks looking for the approval of the crowd, or is she trying to just rub salt into the wound, the fact that she's in control of this match? And Sasha Banks went for those double knees, but instead got two souls right to the face. Now Mia Yim continuing to hammer away on Sasha Banks. What a night tonight. The NXT Championship tournament continues. Robert Roode versus Sami Zayn. Oh, did you hear those chops? Oh my God. She sends it right back. Physical contest. And of course, Baron Corbin versus Mark Andrews as well. Baron Corbin's come under a little bit of fire. With a lot of people saying that his position is wasted within this tournament. He's going to look to try and prove the naysayers wrong, but Mark Andrews making his NXT debut. Now look at this, Sasha Banks showing that disrespect. That's something that we've become accustomed to, but Mia Yim fires back on Sasha Banks, and then another shot. Two shots right across the face, one for each cheek. Now she sends her into the corner, and now Mia Yim, oh, what a shot that is from Mia Yim. And now what is this? Oh my goodness, she's stretching her up on the ropes here, and Sasha Banks. Well, the referee was threatening to disqualify Mia Yim. You can't use the ropes. You have to break the hold. Sasha Banks slowly to her feet. Mia Yim looking to take her right off her feet here. Beautiful fall away slam. And Mia Yim now is focusing in on Sasha Banks. Man, you can see the animosity between these two. Look at this. Using the ropes again here is Mia Yim. You wonder if there's even any respect here between these two women or whether they just can't stand each other that much. Sasha Banks continuing to hammer away here. Now Sasha Banks looking to get a run up and take her all the way over the top. Sasha Banks throwing caution to the wind and throwing her entire body at Mia Yim. Referees at a count of 3. Sasha Banks is just throwing her around ringside. Looks as though Sasha Banks might be willing to take the count out here. She's telling the referee to count her. No. She was saying, I ain't going to finish it that way. Oh, looking for the chop. Mia Yim got out of the way. Oh, my God. Mia Yim just speared her into the ring apron and then sent her almost off the stairs there. Precarious position, but Mia Yim has responded. Count of 5. Mia Yim's going to send her back in the ring. Yim now. The opportunity to try and capitalize here, but Sasha Banks again throwing an elbow. She's had an answer for almost everything that Min has thrown at her. Oh, look at that beautiful drop kick again from Mia Yim. Now Yim is going to send Sasha Banks in. Uh-oh. Sasha Banks is wary. She doesn't really know where she is. Mia Yim is lining her up for a shotgun drop kick into the corner. And now Mia Yim is going to go all the way to the high red district. Mia Yim taking the ultimate risk. Oh, Sasha Banks forced her to crash and burn on the knees. Sasha Banks now with the opportunity that she was waiting for. And Banks is going to bring her in the hard way by the looks of this. Twisting her neck and then snapping it on the canvas. And Sasha Banks with the chance now to perhaps put Mia Yim away. And Banks this time lands the knees. And Sasha now is calling her on. Is she thinking Banks statement here? Mia Yim's in trouble. Sasha Banks got the knees in the back, flipped her over. Banks statement locked in. Banks statement locked in on Mia Yim. The crowd booing. They absolutely hate it. Oh, but wait a minute. Mia Yim rolled her up here. She's got it. Shoulders pinned. Surely not. Mia Yim steals it. Mia Yim steals it. And wait a minute, hey. Sasha Banks straight away. Sasha Banks straight away. Come on. Sasha Banks got beaten fair and square. And now Mia Yim may have to pay a pretty significant price. Wait a minute, Sasha Banks has a chair. Don't do this. Oh, Mia Yim got out of the way. Oh, Yim got out of the way. And you feel like this may have even just got even more personal here. Sasha Banks. Oh no, look out. Bulldog on the chair. This is ridiculous. And Sasha Banks with that chair in hand again. Jesus. Now come on. Referee, do something. Damn it! Sasha Banks has decimated Mia Yim. This is ridiculous. Mia Yim won fair and square. Sasha Banks can't handle it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the tournament continues. Sami Zayn versus Robert Roode. Mark Andrews versus Baron Corbin. Who will progress to the semi-finals? Well, we spoke to Robert Roode earlier. Well, as we found out, Robert Roode still has some business to take care of, but tonight in your main event, Mark Andrews takes on Baron Corbin in the NXT Championship Tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, up right now, it's Robert Roode versus Sami Zayn. Let's head down to the ring. Well, Robert Roode citing SmackDown a few weeks before Survivor Series when he was in that 8-man tag team match and he was embarrassed as the reason for attacking Kalisto. I don't know whether that's justified, but either way, we're ready to go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious
Well, Robert Roode has had a chip on his shoulder since coming to NXT. Nobody would dispute that. But going after Kalisto for something that happened before Survivor Series, Robert Roode was talking about being embarrassed and people holding him back, the people around him holding him back. And then all of a sudden, he goes after Kalisto. Nobody knows why. And then he's just shed a light on it with Jimmy Elgin earlier today, that it was that 8-man tag team match where he was made to look like a fool in his eyes against the team that went on to win the Survivor Series. So I don't know where Roode's coming from with that, but at least it explains the assault on Kalisto. But this ain't about Kalisto tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is about the NXT Championship and trying to progress in the tournament. And Robert Roode certainly feels as though he's one of the favorites to do that. He mentioned that as well. But let's see if he can put his money where his mouth is right now. We are ready to go. Robert Roode calling on Sami Zayn. And here we go. Sami Zayn ready to go. This is going to be a real good one.
and his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Hey, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Kalisto! Selena Del Sol on the floor on the outside while Sami Zayn's making his entrance. A hit and run from Kalisto. And I think Sami Zayn's only just realized it. I don't think the referee even saw it. We were making the ring announcement and Kalisto, as quick as a hiccup, ran through the crowd, delivered a Selena Del Sol to Robert Roode. And Roode is down and Sami Zayn's asking the referee, is he ready to go? Is he going to be able to go? And Robert Roode's saying, let's go. I don't think he even knows where he is here. Roode he looks exhausted, but he's saying, let's go, wait a minute. The bell rang. The bell rang. Haluva kick. Surely not. Sami Zayn didn't even take his jacket off. Zayn didn't even take his jacket off. And he doesn't look overly happy with how that's gone. But Robert Roode was trying to avoid embarrassment. But Kalisto has heaped it on yet again. Oh no. And just like that, Sami Zayn moves on in the NXT Championship Tournament. But arguably the biggest story is Kalisto and Robert Roode. No DQ. Miriam wants Sasha Banks again. And the match will be for a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. And Asuka's... Wait a minute, that's Candice LeRae talking. Candice LeRae wants... Seems like she wants to have her hat thrown in the ring as well. Kurt Angle saying the number one on the power rankings. Asuka needs an opponent to qualify. Candice LeRae saying she wants to step up to Asuka. Oh, man. Talk about throwing yourself in the deep end. Kurt Angle recognizing that Candice LeRae might be able to take this opportunity to launch herself into superstardom. And it's going to be next week. Asuka versus Candice LeRae. Sasha versus Yim. The winners will face off for the Women's Championship at TakeOver. Candice LeRae's in. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some singles action within the tag team division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Scott Dawson, representing the Revival from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, weighing in at 223 pounds, Dash Wilder.
And as you just heard, it'll be Dash Wilder in singles action ahead of, well, what is going to be a blockbuster takeover event when these two gentlemen take on Gallows and Anderson for the Tag Team Championships. What an event it is shaping up to be. And still to come, Matt Riddle's press conference revealing the location of the takeover events. Well, both of these teams are pretty popular. It's very hard to split the two.
And his opponent, accompanied by Luke Gallows, by way of Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 213 pounds, Carl Anderson.
So some real bragging rights and some real momentum on the line here ahead of TakeOver, ladies and gentlemen. Carl Anderson versus Dash Wilder in what should be a fantastic clash. Carl Anderson, of course, with extensive singles match experience. Several great showings in the G1 in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Carl Anderson would have to be the favorite going into this, as Dash Wilder is more known for his tag team exploits than his singles exploits. But certainly, anyone who can punch is a chance in a fight, and that is certainly going to be the case here tonight as we gear up for some more in-ring action here on NXT. This crowd here in Full Sail is fired up as well. Underway. These two men are going to circle around here. This should be a real interesting wrestling match between two of the men of the four that are going to be taking on each other for those tag team championships, as Carl Anderson takes an arm. Dash Wilder rolls out and says, nah, that's not going to be good enough. And Carl Anderson says, well, let's lock up again. See if you can get out again. As Anderson now spins around, takes the top wrist lock on Dash Wilder. Wilder immediately turns it in to a hammerlock. Now Anderson around again, hammerlock of his own here. Seems as though Carl Anderson might just have his number here on this exchange, but no, hang on, little Fujiwara armbar there. Takes him down, and this time it's Anderson who rolls out, and he says, you ain't going to get the momentum on me that easily, and Dash Wilder wants him to bring it on. It's going to be a very interesting clash at TakeOver between these two teams for the tag titles, because both of these teams, former tag team champions, You can just feel, well, there you go. That'll tell you all you need to know about these two and how they're feeling. As Carl Anderson tries to pick him up for a suplex, didn't quite get the arm over the top of the neck there. Dash Wilder was able to slip out. Dash Wilder was able to get in and really crank on that neck there of Carl Anderson. As I said, this match would have to favor Anderson, given his extensive singles career. He's more used to not having someone to tag out, but although it's been a number of years since Carl Anderson's been a full-time singles competitor, so anything can happen in this one. As a beautiful chop there. They're just trading chops here at the moment. And again, you can feel the physicality between these two men. Dash Wilder sent into the corner, and Carl Anderson, he was looking for the European uppercut. Wilder got out of the way. Shot, took him down to a knee, and now Dash Wilder with the opportunity. Inverted vertical suplex, perfectly executed by Dash Wilder. And he goes straight down into the cover. Doesn't get a count, though. Referee doesn't even get down on all fours to make the count before Carl Anderson's able to kick out. Now he's going to kick the leg. Huge overhand right there from Carl Anderson. European uppercut, collapses Wilder into the corner. And now Carl Anderson with a running start and a shot right to the head. Now Carl Anderson is going to stomp a mud hole here. And Anderson is fired up as Scott Dawson looks on, somewhat concerned. He knows his partner's tough, but how tough is he? That is the question. As Anderson sends him off, looking for the leg lariat, couldn't find it. Dash Wilder reversal. Sends him into the ropes, and a beautiful back elbow from Dash Wilder, who just turns the tide just like that. And this could be a real preview of Takeover between these two incredibly experienced teams for the Tag Team Championships. Beautiful kneeling DDT. Got a lot of torque on that one. And then he also got down into the cover. Referee, perfect position on the shoulders. Carl Anderson's the man who's able to get his shoulder up. How about what we saw before with Sasha Banks, the sore loser that is Sasha Banks. And maybe even more shockingly, I mean, it's not really shocking that we've seen Sasha Banks be a sore loser as of late, but Robert Roode with the drive-by from Kalisto. Salida del Sol on the floor. Robert Roode insisted that the match go on. The bell rings. Sami Zayn hits a louver kick while Robert Roode is collapsed almost in the corner. Robert Roode went on a tirade backstage saying he didn't want to be embarrassed anymore. And all of a sudden, he loses in mere seconds to Sami Zayn in the biggest tournament that we've ever seen here in NXT. Especially in the reboot. It's one of the biggest matches on the card tonight, and Sami Zayn ends it in mere seconds. There's going to be hell to pay for Kalisto there, but Sami Zayn moves on almost with a bye. There'll be no buys here tonight between these two men. Drop toe hold. Now he's going to look for the submission here, and he's got Carl Anderson right in the grips here. Does Dash Wilder. Dash Wilder with the opportunity here, maybe to make Carl Anderson tap out on the eve of Takeover. Anderson's in big trouble. Wilder, beautiful counter there from Carl Anderson, and he sends him over the top. Gets the separation that he needed. And Carl Anderson is saying, hey, let's do this. Anderson now sees Wilder getting up, and Anderson, with a drive-by of his own there. Scott Dawson was grabbing at him, and he says, no way. A little drive-by of his own, bypassing Scott Dawson. Dash Wilder now to get back in the ring here. Comes at Carl Anderson. But Wilder maybe on the rack here. Maybe in a little bit of trouble. As Anderson now sends him off the ropes. Wilder went for the clothesline, missed. But that wasn't the only thing that was missed. There was some misdirection into the clothesline. Turned him inside out. Referee down in for the count. Dash Wilder kicks out, but only just. And this is getting real good now. These two men fighting for that momentum heading into Takeover. It's Carl Anderson. Sends him into the corner. Now Anderson with a huge right hand. Looking for another one. But Wilder seemed to be just pissed off by that. Now he's going at Anderson. And Dash Wilder grating those elbows right across the face of Carl Anderson. And now Wilder. And look at this. He's starting to get a little bit of white line fever, as they say. Dash Wilder starting to get a little bit angry here. And Wilder with the run up and the massive clothesline in the corner. And Dash Wilder starting to build some momentum now. This could be his opportunity. Sends him into the corner again. And Wilder looking for another clothesline. Couldn't find it. Carl Anderson picked him up. Look out. Running. Set out. Power bomb. Holds on for the cover. Is that enough? Anderson's got him. No. Dash Wilder kicks out. Dash Wilder kicks out. And Carl Anderson has him on the rack. Has him where he wants him. Shot to the midsection. Beautiful boot to the skull. Carl Anderson cover. 1, 2. It's going to be over. No. Dash Wilder kicks out. And if this is a preview of what's to come when they face off for the tag team titles, we are in for a treat. Carl Anderson has Dash Wilder in huge trouble. Leg lariats. And this is his opportunity. Wilder struggling to his feet. Carl Anderson throws up the two sweeps. Hang on a second. Scott Dawson grabs the foot. Luke Gallows sees it. Doesn't like what he sees. Here comes Gallows. Gallows all the way around the ring. And you knew it was going to come apart at the seams between these four men. Luke Gallows has gone after Scott Dawson. And all hell has broken loose on the outside. Luke Gallows. Look out. Oh, bounces his head off the barricade. And Luke Gallows takes Scott Dawson and throws him up the ramp here. And these two are taking the fight all the way to the ramp. But hang on a second. Carl Anderson was distracted. Dash Wilder trying to roll him up. Anderson reversal. Anderson reversal. Has he done it? Carl Anderson has done it. Scott Dawson and Luke Gallows have fought all the way. All the way back. I don't even know where they've gone. They're down next to the stage, but what a beautiful reversal from Carl Anderson. And that's how quickly things can change.
Here is your winner, Carl Anderson.
That's how quickly Gallows and Anderson could become tag team champions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as Matt Riddle just announced, Takeover will be live from Sydney with all proceeds from the show being donated to the Australian Red Cross. Australia is on fire and we need your help. This is obviously very close to my heart and I want to do everything I can for the people affected by the bushfires in Australia. So it's a great opportunity for me and my community to give back to those who need it the most. Takeover emanates live from Sydney with all donations, every single cent earned from that show being donated to the Australian Red Cross. ladies and gentlemen, next week on NXT, we have an exclusive side-by-side interview with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate with some news regarding Takeover, regarding those two as well. And that should be absolutely explosive. And also, the NXT Championship tournament will roll on. Murphy versus Carrillo, and Zayn takes on the winner of the next match, Andrews versus Corbin. That's all next week. Well, unbelievable little portion of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Of all people to confront Matt Riddle, Bo Dallas.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cardiff, Wales, weighing in at 147 pounds, Mark Andrews.
Well, there's a lot to unpack from tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Takeover will be emanating from Sydney, with all funds raised from that show being donated to the Australian Red Cross and the Bushfire Relief Funds. It is obviously very close to my heart and something that I believe very strongly in, that us as a community can do great things. But can this guy, as a professional wrestler, do great things here tonight? Because this is the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Andrews looks to defy all the physical odds and take on the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. This should be hard-hitting and high-flying. A lot of people have said about Baron Corbin that he doesn't belong in this tournament, that he's an imposter, that NXT should be for a certain type of athlete, that NXT should be for people who we actually like. Well, Baron Corbin is here to show that he doesn't care what you think. Baron Corbin said to me backstage a couple of weeks ago that he's here to silence all of these internet fans. Baron Corbin is here to take over NXT. Baron Corbin is here tonight to take another step towards that becoming a reality. Baron Corbin has a huge size advantage over Mark Andrews. But we are underway in the main event, and Baron Corbin already. Yep. He ain't that popular. You can see the disparity in size, but the quickness goes all the way to Mark Andrews. Oh, look at that chop there. Mark Andrews. Baron Corbin didn't even seem to feel it. Oh, and another one, but Corbin faces up to him again. He wants more. But, oh, there's another chop, and Mark Andrews. Oh, my God. Andrews is starting to find out very, very quickly. This is probably going to be a bit of an uphill battle for him, just given the size of Baron Corbin. Again, Andrews throws another one, and Corbin just faces up to him again. And Andrews, oh my God, just getting thrown away by Baron Corbin like he barely even exists. Mark Andrews, oh look out, Mark Andrews rolled him through. Oh, and a double foot stomp from Mark Andrews. And this is going to be your opportunity here. Mark Andrews goes to the outside. This is definitely his best chance. Look at this. Andrews takes flight, and here he comes. But Corbin caught the leg. Oh no, that's not good. Already wrenching the knee. Oh, but Andrews fired up. And this is going to be what its story is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Can Mark Andrews overcome the sheer size? But look at this. Andrews ain't bowing down. There's another chop for your troubles. And Andrews is moving. Unbelievable offense from Mark Andrews. And he's staying on top of Baron Corbin here. But Corbin again. And just see once it slows down, Baron Corbin is just going to be in all kinds of control here. But Corbin sends him into the corner. Oh, Irish whip reversal. Corbin slides out. Oh no, Corbin straight back in with a clothesline. Unbelievable. Love him or hate him, Baron Corbin is incredibly impressive for a man his size. And the fact that he's chosen to come to NXT out of spite for these fans here, for the fan base that follows NXT and comes to Full Sail every week. He hates those people. He hates the people that come here and think they can gatekeep professional wrestling. And Baron Corbin is absolutely decimating Mark Andrews here right now, who's in a lot of trouble early on in this match. And while it hasn't gone as quickly as the Zayn Roode match from earlier, it may not be far behind as Corbin continues to lace Mark Andrews with those hard right hands. And now he's got that knee right in the face as well, grinding on him. This is not good. If you are Mark Andrews, you are in big, big trouble. And Baron Corbin is almost just disregarding Mark Andrews here, playing to the crowd. He's more worried about the people in the seats than the guy in the ring. And that could be a huge error on behalf of Baron Corbin. But I gotta say, he is in control here. And Andrews just might be out of his depth. It might be that simple. Baron Corbin just throws Mark Andrews into the post. And Corbin now has Andrews in big trouble. Oh, but Andrews, he just forced him back. And Andrews now, tilt-a-whirl. Beautiful. Tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana. And that's what you got to do, Mark. You got to stay right on him here. Throw the boots, throw everything you can. Oh, European uppercut, snapped his head back, and then a shoulder block. Sends him back down to the canvas, and Baron Corbin has cut him off at every single pass here. How about that announcement from Matt Riddle, ladies and gentlemen? Takeover Sydney. All funds that are donated by everybody and everything that the video makes will be donated to the bushfire relief and the Australian Red Cross, something that is near and dear to my heart. Huge event in Takeover, is really shaping up to be one of the biggest events we've seen in WWE for a while. Oh, beautiful. From Baron Corbin, who might not be popular, but I tell you what, he's in control. And how about Bo Dallas showing up to get in the face of Matt Riddle? He said, hey, follow it up with Kurt. I'm down if he's down. It's Baron Corbin. Gonna line him up. Oh, he was looking for the clothesline. Couldn't find it. Mark Andrews here. Look out. Popped up. Beautiful Hurricane Runner again. Andrews needs to capitalize. Corbin's a little bit rocked here by that. Corbin may have landed on his neck a little bit hard there, as Andrews is lining up Corbin. And now Corbin was struggling to get to his feet. And Andrews leapt to the ring, hit a DDT. Corbin hasn't moved. Corbin's in big trouble here. Corbin grabs the rope and the referee catches it. Mark Andrews thought he might have had him, but not quite. Not yet anyway. But Corbin, for someone who was so dominant, oh no, look out. More power again from Baron Corbin. Just flips him over. It's been all Corbin with flashes of Mark Andrews. Deep six is on the money. Oh my God. Deep six out of nowhere. It is all over. No, he kicks out, and Corbin's starting to panic a little bit because he can feel the rising tide that is the heart of Mark Andrews right now. A spot in the semi-finals against Sami Zayn. A fresh Sami Zayn as well at that. The longer this goes on, the more it is a big advantage for Sami Zayn, particularly if Mark Andrews can take all this punishment and then maybe get out. Andrews, look out, here he is! Wheelbarrow into a bulldog, and now Andrews to the top. Mark Andrews is gonna fly! 450 splash! Andrews is struggling to follow it up, but you've got to dig deep here, Mark. This is your opportunity. Andrews gonna fly again! Unbelievable! Incredible offense. This time down into the cover one. Is it enough, Corbin? Is this a huge upset? Corbin gets the shoulder up. Mark Andrews got so close. This has got to be his chance. Mark Andrews is stomping on the canvas, trying to get the crowd behind him. But they're with you, Mark. Don't worry about that. Corbin is reeling. Mark Andrews has found something here, and he's throwing those soul butt kicks right to the midsection. Andrews now. Oh, I think he was going to try and load him up, but Corbin rebuffed. Andrews though. Oh, he slipped over the back again, and this time Andrews has rolled up Corbin here. 1, 2. We've seen it. No. Well, I thought we'd see the upset. He reverses it again, Corbin. This time Mark Andrews kicks out. There's something in the air tonight in terms of that. We've seen reversals. We've seen chaos. Now we've seen Corbin decimate Mark Andrews with a huge right hand. Unbelievable. Now Corbin maintaining this offense. Ducks underneath. Oh, massive big boot almost took his head off. And Corbin is looking to finally put him away. Picks him up. Choke slam backbreaker. My God. The impact turned him inside out. 2. Baron Corbin advances. No, he doesn't. Corbin was so close. But has Corbin thrown his best punch? That's the question. Has he almost thrown himself out here? Mark Andrews can't have much more. He's taken a hell of a beating, but Corbin is struggling to put this young man away. Oh, shot sends him into the corner, and Baron Corbin is going to continue on here. No, wait a minute. Andrews got the boot up. Andrews, oh my God. He kicked Corbin right in the face and landed on his feet. Standing shooting star goes to the top. He's gonna load it up. Oh my God. Phoenix splash on the money. 2. Corbin's done. Corbin kicks out. You've got to stay on it, Mark. You don't have a choice. Mark Andrews, look out. Takes flight again. Desperation personified. Has he done it? Corbin peels the shoulder off the canvas. This is incredible. Mark Andrews has thrown everything at Baron Corbin here. You've got to try everything you've got in the arsenal. Corbin is reeling. Corbin is in big trouble. Mark Andrews is gonna take flight again. Unbelievable. Full Sail are on their feet. Corbin is not on his, but Andrews wants him there. Mark Andrews, a chance to make himself a star. A moonsault to the outside. Takes down Baron Corbin. Get him back in the ring, Mark. This is your opportunity. Mark Andrews now. Corbin's done. Corbin's out. Andrews to the top. Points to the sky, because that's where he's most comfortable. Leaps off. Oh no! Got caught! He got caught! And it is the end of days in this tournament for Mark Andrews. Baron Corbin pulls it out of the fire. The lone wolf carries on. Look at this. Leapt out, caught him. Bang! Mark Andrews gets taken down by Baron Corbin, who dominated much of the match, but the last half of it was all Andrews. And you have to admire the guts and the courage of Mark Andrews tonight, but Baron Corbin pulled the ace out of the sleeve. Corbin is the man who advances to take on Sami Zayn in the semi-finals. And Baron Corbin might not be popular, but I tell you what, Mark Andrews is feeling exactly what he's got. And Baron Corbin is looking down at Mark Andrews. No doubt disrespect. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second here. No. Come on. We've seen enough of this already tonight. Baron Corbin standing over a down Mark Andrews, who gave everything tonight. Look at this. Corbin again, showing absolutely no respect. Oh, here we go. Sami Zayn, Corbin's opponent next week is on his way down to the ring, and Corbin's calling him on. We're going to get a preview of next week. Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin. Mark Andrews has crawled to safety, but there might not be safety for Baron Corbin. Sends him in. Oh, he might have been looking for the Helluva Kick, but Corbin gets out. But there's no runner next week from Sami Zayn, who'll be fresh. The tournament is right at the pointy end now. Corbin Zayn next week. That is going to be off the charts. Sami Zayn, hugely popular in Full Sail. Oh, wait a minute. Baron Corbin came back. Sami Zayn, look out, look out. Corbin came back. End of days. And is that the future for Sami Zayn? Baron Corbin reigns supreme.